Hey, my people, you won't believe we are baking chicken pie without an electric oven. Oh. Today, I'm showing you how to make this soft, buttery, Ghana style chicken pie using our local charcoal oven. The aroma alone will make your neighbors come knocking. If you love homemade flavor without smoky touch, stay with me because this one is going to be special. You're going to love the entire process. So wear your apron and let's start baking. We will begin by preparing our dough. So in a clean mixing bowl, I'm adding 4 cups of all-purpose flour. Next, I'll go in with some nutmeg. Moving forward, I also go in with some salt to taste. I will stir everything together very nicely until it's nice and well incorporated. Alright, so now everything is nicely combined. So we're going to go ahead and go in with some 1 egg. You can use 2 for this recipe and that will be fine. Moving forward, I also go in with about 2 tablespoons of evaporated milk and also cold margarine or cold butter. This is 250 grams. I'm going to use my fingertips to mix it gently until it becomes crumbly like breadcrumbs. This step is what gives us that soft flaky texture when it's baked. Whilst that is going on, I want to use this opportunity to thank all my returning subscribers and new foodie members right here. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. I truly appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Alright, so now we have the breadcrumb texture that we're looking for. So all that is left is for us to use a clean napkin or a clean film to cover it, and we're going to keep this in the refrigerator, or you can also keep it in a cool place to rest for about 10 to 15 minutes. Now let's move on to the yummy part. We're going to be using chicken for this recipe. So in a saucepan, I'll heat up about 3 to 4 tablespoons of cooking oil. Then I'll add some chopped onions. I'll saute it for about 2 to 3 minutes. Fry them until you can smell that sweet aroma. Moving forward, I'm also going to add some chopped carrots. I will stir everything together very nicely and allow it to cook for about 3 to 5 minutes. Alright, so after about 2 to 3 minutes, our vegetables is looking absolutely perfect. So let's add in our shredded boiled chicken. You can use leftover chicken breast, the thighs, or any part of the chicken that you want. And so to make it more creamy, I'll add in some mixed stock and also 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. This helps thicken the filling beautifully. So we're going to keep stirring until it becomes nice and creamy. Then taste and adjust your seasoning. But the seasoning wasn't enough for me, so I'll go in with some aromat shrimp seasoning. When it's ready, set it aside and allow it to cool completely before filling your pies. It's so important. Now, as you can see, it's looking more creamy and absolutely perfect. I'm going to set this aside, as I said, and I'll proceed to the next stage. Now that our dough has rested, all that is left is for us to dust our working surface with a little flour and roll it out gently. You can use a rolling pin or even a clean bottle if that is what you have. We're going to roll it until it's 1/4 inch thick, not too thin and not too thick as well. Use a round cutter just the way you're seeing it on the screen right now, or you can use a bowl to cut out circles. We're going to repeat the same process until everything is nice and ready. And so whilst that is going on, let me still remind you that subscribing is free. So if you haven't still subscribed to the channel yet, what are you waiting for? Kindly subscribe to my channel. Do turn on the post notification bell so that anytime I upload amazing videos like this, you will be among the first person to be notified. Thank you so much for doing that. Alright, so we are done. So all that is left is to add in our cold chicken filling to the center. Make sure to brush the edges of the dough with some egg wash, water or milk to help seal it very nicely. Now after adding in the filling, fold it over to form a half moon shape. Then press the edges with a fork or use your hand to do it nicely. If you prefer, you can also make square or rectangular pies. Brush the top with a little egg wash and also a little milk. You can also combine the two if that is what you have. Today I'm going to combine both the egg and the milk. So I'll arrange them neatly on a baking tray or pan lined with baking paper or lightly grease with some butter. And at this point, don't forget as well to give this video a thumbs up. Do share to your lovely friends and family so they get to see this amazing and inspiring recipe as well. Thank you so much. So as I said, today we're using a traditional Ghana metal charcoal oven. The secret to baking perfectly with this oven is how you can control your fire. So let me show you step by step how I set up. First, I place some of the hot charcoal right under the oven. You don't want too much fire underneath, just enough to give the steady heat. Then I'll take the rest of the charcoal and gently place it on top of the oven lid. That top heat is what helps that pie bake evenly and gives them that beautiful golden brown color. Now close the oven and allow it to preheat for about 10 minutes. After preheating, I'll arrange my chicken pies neatly on the baking tray. Make sure you give them a little space so they can bake evenly and rise beautifully. Once everything is set, I'll place the tray carefully inside the oven. Now I'll cover it well and let it bake on medium heat. Remember, we are not rushing. Slow heat gives you that soft, flaky texture we all love. And also be sure to come back to check on it from time to time. After about 10 to 15 minutes, you can open and check. The pies will start to puff up and turn golden on the edges. It's still not ready, so let's cover it and allow it to do its own thing for about 10 to 15 minutes again. By then, the smell alone will tell you your chicken pies are ready. At this stage, I usually turn the tray or adjust the charcoal so everything bakes evenly, because I realized the top was not giving that golden color that I was looking for, and this was because the fire on the top was a little bit low. So kindly make sure always the fire at the top tray is enough to give you that golden crust that you're looking for, and the fire beneath should be a little bit low because we don't want the pie to bake under whilst the top is not baking. I think I'm making sense right here. So we are done. Remove them carefully and let them cool down a bit before serving. Just look at that golden color, soft inside, flaky outside, and baked perfectly in our local Ghana charcoal oven. Who said you need an electric oven? Not when you have this beauty right here. If you really want to start making pies to sell and you can't afford to buy electric oven, trust me, this is the best thing to buy. Very affordable and is very accessible as well. This is the small size and it can contain about 20 pies at a go. So if you are thinking of buying the bigger one, that will be fine for a beginner who wants to make profits in this pie business. Trust me, you're going to love it. So all you have to do is to trust the process. Let me also know in the comment section what you think about this recipe, and I'll be very glad to read all your amazing comments down below. My name is Linda, and I hope you enjoyed today's recipe. Thank you for staying with me up to this point, and see you in my next upload. Bye.